The witch's dog at the School of Spells. Whiff was a witch's dog. He enjoyed helping Winnie the Witch with her magic spells, and she enjoyed using her spells to help others. Would you teach me to make spells? asked Whiff. Of course, said Winnie. Whiff sat with this flying spell. She told Whiff what he must do. He put his fingers in his ears, puffed out his cheeks, closed his eyes, and back of the spell. Slowly, he rose in the air. He turned upside down and shot backwards, knocking over his friends who had just arrived. What do you think you're doing, Whiff? gasped Hallie. A flying spell, said Whiff. I think you need to go back to school, laughed Sticky, and learn how to spell. School, gasped Winnie. That reminds me, I got a letter from the School of the Spells this morning. Look at this, Whiff, she said. Dear Winnie, your spells are now the best in town. Please come and be a teacher at the School of Spells. Well, that's wonderful, said Whiff. Can I come with you, Winnie? Of course you can, said Winnie. I'm sure you'll learn quickly. He'd better, grinned Bertie. I don't want to be knocked over again. At the School of Spells, Whiff was delighted to be in Winnie's class. But Sly and Tricky Toad was also in her class. They were jealous of Whiff because he had won the Witch's Pet of the Year competition. Winnie is going to teach you some spells, said the head teacher. And at the end of the week, I want you all to show me how you've used them. Sly looked at Tricky. Let's make a mess of Whiff's spells, he whispered. Good idea, said Tricky. Now, class, said Winnie. The first lesson is a disciplinary spell. She wrote the spell on the blackboard and everyone copied into their jotters. Sly winked at Tricky and knocked his pencils to the floor. They scattered everywhere. Let me help you to pick these up, said Whiff. As they were busy picking up the pencils, Tricky hopped over and changed the spell in Whiff's book. Then everyone tried the spell. At first, they weren't very good, but they soon get better. Whiff couldn't do it at all. He tried and tried, but instead of disappearing, he turned yellow and blue with purple spots. Sly and Tricky snorted with laughter. Don't worry, Whiff, said Winnie with a smile and butting back to the normal. You'll soon get hang of this. But next day it was just as bad. Everybody was amazing to the lifting spell except Whiff. Sly and Tricky changed the spells in his book again. Instead of ripping his book into the air, Whiff grew a long tail and knocked off the head teacher's wig. She was not amazed, but Sly and Tricky thought it was very funny. The next day was even worse. When they tried to shrink his spell, all the pets became tiny except Whiff. He became an enormous dinosaur and nearly set the head teacher. Winnie, she shouted, could you kindly control your pet? Winnie and Whiff were worried. The rest of the class were now using their spells and helped lots of people. Whiff had tried and tried, but he hadn't even imagined to do one spell. I'll never be a proper witch's dog if I don't get my spells to work, said Whiff sadly that night. You just need to practice, said Winnie. Let me see your jotter. The spells are long, Whiff, she gasped. Someone has changed them. I think I know who, said Whiff. Never mind, said Winnie. I collect them for you. They protect all evening. And next day, Whiff was wonderful. He disappeared with a pop, shrank to the size of a fly, and lifted his book, desk, and chair into the air. Everyone cheered, except Sly and Tricky. Marvelous, said Winnie. There is only the flying spell to learn, and you can start helping people. Whiff was very happy. Sly and Tricky were furious, but Tricky brought out a plan. He whispered it to Sly. Sly grinned. That sounds good, he said, and wriggling together, they sneaked out. Winnie told everyone in the flying spell. Toads laughed and cats flip around the playground. Whiff was now getting the hang of it too. Slowly he rose into the air, but Sly and Tricky had come back and they had a special book of magic prayers with them. A whip rose higher. Sly said, "Now!" He and Tricky let out a super strong flying spell, and it made straight at Whiff. Crack! Blue lightning sparkled around Whiff. He hovered in mid-air for a moment, then whoosh! He shot into the air. She shot into the sky in the few seconds he was out of sight. Sly and Tricky rolled on the ground, helpless with laughter. "That's the last we'll see of Whiff," they jeered. Just then, Whiff's friends arrived. "What have you two done with Whiff, damn it, Bertie?" urged Sly. "Speak up," said Harry. Sly and Tricky confessed, and Whiff friends ran to tell Winnie. A super strong flying spell," she gasped. "That will send him a long way." She rushed off to get her telescope. Whiff was zooming through the sky far faster than a bird, and even faster than a plane. But at last, the spell began to wear off, and down he came, right into the middle of the zoo. "Who are you?" asked the zookeeper. "I'm Whiff. I'm the witch's dog," said Whiff. Can you do magic?" asked the keeper. "Yes," said Whiff. "Do you need any help?" "I certainly do," said the keeper. "I got two problems. The first one is the bad-tempered rhino." The rhino shook his head angrily. It's got a thorn in its ear," said the keeper, "and it won't let me take it out." If Whiff tried the spell, flash, he would shrink to the size of the beetle, climb up on the rhino's back, and went into his ear. It was like a deep dark cave. Bravely, Whiff went all the way in the bottom and found the drone. He tugged with all his strength and pulled it out. "Brilliant," said the keeper when Whiff returned. "The rhino is happy now." "I'm glad," said Whiff. "Now what's the second problem?" "My elephant," said the keeper. "It's went to the pond for a paddle and can't get out. The sides are too slippery." Whiff tried the lifting spell. The elephant was very heavy and at first it didn't move, but then, very slowly, it lifted out of the pond and landed gently beside the keeper. "Whiff, you're a genius," he cried. "Thank you so much for all your help." At that moment, Winnie saw Whiff through her telescope. Quickly, she sent out a super strong return ticket spell. It flew as fast as light and hit Whiff and the zookeeper. They both shot into the air, zoomed through the sky, and landed right beside Winnie in the playground. "Hooray!" shouted Bertie, Harry, and Sticky. "You're back safe and sound." Sly and Tricky were friendly, not only with Scoopses, but when the head teacher found out what they had done, she sent them home in disgrace. The zookeeper went to her Whiff had helped them. "Whiff," she cried, "you're a wonderful witch's dog." "And you, Winnie, you're a wonderful witch." "Thank you," said Winnie and Whiff. Then Winnie sent the zookeeper home and everybody cheers. "Winnie is our favorite teacher," they cried, "and Whiff, the witch's dog, is top of the class." The end.